So ladies and gentlemen, this is your basic warm-up for a shading practice. So you put your name and code on the back, and you'll need blending tools and most likely a shading pencil, but a good old number 2 will work fine. What I usually have you do first is go to a corner and shade a very dark area with your graphite. And then take whatever size blending tool you're using. I have both a 2 and a 4 here. And you just roll the blending tool in to that area, so up and down and twisting it to get a nice amount of graphite on that blending tool. And then we're going to set a timer, even though sometimes I might not take that long for a blending tool demonstration or a warm-up. Right, and then I just check, do I have enough graphite, which I do. So if we are doing a warm-up with blending tools, most likely first I'm going to have you do just a couple of rectangles, and I want you to try to do some lines by pointing your blending tool in different directions to make a thick or thinner line. And I want you to try it at a diagonal so that you can maintain those thick lines but be able to go at an angle. Again, every once in a while, if you notice that you're getting a little low on graphite, you can always go back and re-roll it into the graphite. Next, generally what I have you do is I have you do kind of crescent shapes. So I'm going to keep my blending tool horizontal. I'm holding it, remember, ladies and gentlemen, with the diagonal flat to the paper. And I'm going to go back and forth to kind of make parenthesis shapes or crescent shapes. First I want to do them inside, and then I want to do them going outward. And again, these are fairly dark. The only reason they are this dark is because I put on a lot of graphite. Generally, we stay a little bit lighter. Then I would also like you to try circles. So think of sizes like a nickel, a dime, and a quarter. And I want you to rotate and keep rotating with light pressure, keeping that diagonal to the blending tool so that you can get a darker circle on the outside and a lighter area on the inside. And that's generally how we use a blending tool for a warm-up. Last thing, sometimes depending on the unit, we might also be doing almond shapes, like for example, when we're starting to practice the eye unit, we might also practice kind of following a curve with blending tools, depending on if we're maybe doing a ribbon unit. So just keep that in mind, that we're just practicing using the blending tool in a variety of directions to get thick or thin areas and shapes, and just to maintain light pressure.